You guys, we seriously need to talk about Liza Koshy because it feels like forever since we have. She had her Vlog Squad era. She had her hosting for Vogue era. She's starred in movies. But what's Liza really up to these days? Today, we're breaking down everything that's been happening in her career. Because let's be honest, she definitely doesn't post on social media the way she used to. Fans are constantly commenting on her old videos, wishing she'd come back like before. So, let's talk about what's actually been going on with Liza. It almost feels surreal that this is the same Liza Koshy who once dated David Dobrik. We all remember that era, right? Now, it feels like a total fever dream, especially considering where they both are today. Liza staying ultra private and David basically canceled off YouTube and only posting here and there. It's crazy to think they used to be one of the internet's most beloved couples. And their breakup video, still one of YouTube's most viral and emotional moments ever. They were the YouTube couple until suddenly they weren't. Since then, Liza's been on a totally different path, one that's taken her far beyond her influencer days. She chose Hollywood over the YouTube spotlight and has been carving out her own lane in the industry. For those who may have forgotten just how huge Liza was, she started out on Vine, racking up over 7 million followers, and brought that same energy right over to YouTube. She had people laughing nonstop with her characters and jokes. At her peak, she was pulling in millions of views per video, becoming one of the most recognizable creators online. Her comedic timing, her charm, and her relatability won over so many fans. People loved Liza, especially when she was part of the Vlog Squad. Anytime she showed up in a video, fans went wild. They couldn't get enough. But by 2018, things started changing. Liza began stepping away from YouTube. A lot of people thought she was just on a break, maybe still reeling from the breakup, but the truth ran way deeper. In a 2023 interview, Liza finally opened up about why she really left YouTube. She explained that what looked like funny skits to everyone else was actually her acting reel. Yep, every character, every edit, it was all her way of preparing for Hollywood. It had been her plan all along to move in that direction. And I think since she doesn't really post on social anymore, people sometimes assume she's not doing much. But she's definitely been busy. I mean, if she weren't, she'd probably be back making content online again. But no, she's booked and busy. She's racked up acting credits, landed hosting gigs. She's even a member of the Directors Guild. In 2023 and 2024 alone, she had multiple projects drop, including voicing a role in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. She also starred in A Family Affair alongside Nicole Kidman, Zac Efron, Joey King, and Kathy Bates. Yeah, that's no small deal. That was a major role. She co-hosted New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. And as of mid-2025, Liza's continuing her evolution from influencer to full-on Hollywood star and businesswoman. She's currently starring in some huge projects, including the Naked Gun reboot with Liam Neeson, set to release in August, and Summer of '69 on Hulu, a comedy that premiered at SXSW and started streaming in May. She's also starring in the holiday action comedy The Man with the Bag, alongside none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger. And on top of that, she's voicing a character in the animated film K-Pop Demon Hunters. But it's not just acting. Liza's stepped into the business world too, becoming the first ever chief super officer for Supergoop. She even co-created Super Shades, sunglasses with built-in sunscreen dispensers, which debuted at Coachella 2025. These moves show how Liza is intentionally building her presence in entertainment and lifestyle branding, fully embracing her shift from influencer to industry powerhouse. Like, it's honestly wild to think this is the same Liza from the Vlog Squad days. That doesn't mean people don't miss her old content though. Fans still visit her YouTube channel just to rewatch old videos, leaving comments like, "Where is she? What is she doing now?" When they get known, they forget where they came from. I wish she would come back to post regularly. I miss you. Hope you're okay. We all miss you. Please come back. Please come back to YouTube. Liza, post more. It's been 2 years. Where the you at, girly? I missed you, Liza. I need her to come back. And honestly, I think because she doesn't post much, people don't realize how busy she actually is. There are tons of announcements about Liza, but since she's not posting about them herself, people might not know how booked she really is. As for coming back to YouTube, I just don't see it happening. She's got a lot on her plate, and I don't think doing both is something she wants or even can do right now. In that 2023 podcast interview, she said content creation felt like a lot of pressure, and this new lane she's in, she seems to genuinely love it more. Also, in that same interview, she addressed the idea that people thought she left YouTube just for money, but in reality, it was about the quality of her content. She wanted to make things she was truly proud of, stuff she could look back on and feel good about. And toward the end of her YouTube days, she just wasn't feeling that way anymore.
Such a weight and worth placed on those quantities, the number. That felt so much like my sense of self and my worth and what I was able to bring or achieve was so tied to my value, was so tied to societal success was the numbers versus individual success was my mental health and my place of peace and discovering myself in my early 20s. And I'm expected to be a role model of sorts and be setting the pace for, younger kids watching me. So it felt like a lot of pressures all at once.
Yeah.
And although I was at like my peak in terms of numbers, in terms of eyes, in terms of, partnerships, I needed me. I missed me.
She didn't love the direction her videos were going, and the projects she was working on outside of YouTube, those felt way more fulfilling. I mean, before she fully stopped uploading, she was working on massive projects, directing with huge budgets, and I can totally see how that would be more exciting than filming a cooking video in her kitchen, or putting on a wig and trying to be funny by herself when she's out here making legit Netflix movies. And what's really interesting, Liza's career path kind of mirrors other creators, like Emma Chamberlain. I don't think people talk about this enough. How both Liza and Emma seem to be following this YouTube to Hollywood blueprint. They both started as relatable, funny girls who didn't take themselves too seriously, had massive breakout moments on YouTube, and then slowly shifted away from the platform as they gained industry cred. Emma's even said YouTube was burning her out, and she's gone months without uploading. But unlike Liza, Emma still drops a vlog here and there, and keeps up with her podcast Anything Goes. Still, both of them represent this new career path, where social media is just the starting point.
Because I left YouTube at one point, and it was like, wow, you went for the big bucks, didn't you, girlie? YouTube creators, they work, they make. And that wasn't something that was a priority for me. It was more so the quality for me. So I've said no to large sums, to small sums. It's not about the sums for me. It's about what's the final product look like when we collaborate together.
Yeah.
And that's not me trying to be higher than in any kind of way. It genuinely is. I want to put good shit out there.
Totally.
I want to be proud of what we've created, and I want to be able to talk about it afterwards with pride.
Not the final destination. They've used the internet as a launch pad for way bigger careers. Liza's moved into acting, production, and now business. Emma's doing it too. She's got Chamberlain Coffee, which is crushing it. She just opened her first store in LA, and she's even stepping into acting. That's why I said I feel like they're on similar paths, because Emma's about to make her feature film debut in the horror thriller Forbidden Fruits, set to release next year. She's starring alongside Lily Reinhart, Lola Young, Victoria Pedretti, Alexandra Shipp, and Gabrielle Union. The movie's about a retail worker named Apple, who secretly runs a witchy cult in the mall basement after hours. When a new hire infiltrates the group, they're forced to confront their own issues, or else. The internet girlies are seriously growing up and leveling up, and honestly, I love seeing how creators are building careers beyond the internet. A few years ago, it felt rare for an online star to cross over, but now, things are changing. Brands are more open to working with creators, and people are starting to take them seriously. I know not everyone loves the shift. Of course, a lot of fans wish Liza and Emma were still making the content they used to, but this is what it looks like when you carve your own path. So, I want to know what you guys think about Liza's journey. Did you know this is what she's been up to? And what about Emma? Did you know she's got a movie coming out? I definitely want to hear your thoughts. If you're following their latest projects, let me know in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.